Start with Dzifa Gomashie, MP for Ketu South. I've seen that you're one of the first names that
Good
evening. Welcome once again. I saw that you're one of the first that Fifi Kwete posted on his status for not betraying the cause. And I heard him talk about the fact that some mechanisms have been put in place in that interview with my colleague, Evans Mensah. Really, how did you prove your innocence? How did you show to the party that you did not vote a yes for any of the MPs?
Thank you very much, and good evening to my co-panelists and, of course, the listeners. Amafa, before I answer you, I want to, on my own behalf and on behalf of all of us, apologize to the NDC fraternity and also Ghanaians who were expecting us to do A and we did B. And now coming to your question, as the General Secretary said, he had put in some mechanisms to be able to confirm whether we fell in line or whether we did what the Ghanaian people were expecting us to do. And so I'll just say that it was out of conviction that I decided to follow the instruction of the party, and also the wishes of my people in Ketu South.
So I was wondering how you proved your innocence to Fifi Kwete or the party that you went according to what the party said you should do.
You asked me to put out in the public domain a company secret.
Because I'm just wondering, because a number of names have been put on his status. I've seen some also videoing or taking pictures of their vote, and it's public now. So I'm wondering if you did same. Is it the case that you were all asked to take photos of your vote and send to the party, or how exactly were you supposed to prove your innocence?
I'll leave that to the party hierarchy to decide whether they want to make this a public thing or what they told us, either individually or collectively. But I am admitting that we were expected to show some kind of proof. But personally also, I had made a decision whether we were asked or not to keep some record of the sort for myself. Because as you recall, in the last election that happened in the chamber, we women were blamed for some underhand dealing, and it traumatized me. And so I had made up my mind that there shouldn't be any secret balloting. Whatever anytime I vote, I must keep a record.
Okay. Well, but what could have gone wrong? I know you've been apologizing on behalf of your colleagues, for instance. It looks like there were marching orders given to all MPs on the minority side. You even had your chairman sitting right opposite all of you, ensuring that you abide by the directive or the marching orders that were given. What do you think could have gone wrong?
You know, from the experience I've had in the last 2 years, and a lot of things go into the work of Parliament. And I've had calls to put on my Facebook page asking the question whether this democracy is not a scam. Because you see, you have in the chamber 275 grown men and women with their own minds, with their own convictions and beliefs, who have decided to come into Parliament on the ticket of a party. In one sense, that democracy makes you lose who you are because you have to, as the whip system we practice dictates, you have to fall in line. And so I realized that relationships, loyalty, or other things can change a person's wish to follow the directive. I'll be surprised if, for example, I ask you, Amafa, whether you believe in Dzifa Gomashie and you will support her to contest an election. I'll be surprised if you said no, right? Because you watched me over the years. I'm sure you believe that I'm capable of doing the work that I put myself up for. But if anybody told you that, don't support Dzifa because that is the whip system, you will shake. It is what it is. This is what we have settled for. This democracy doesn't allow you to sometimes perhaps obey the whip system.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate. But I've made up my mind that I'm following the whip system. I'm a Jerry baby, you see.
Well, let's bring